Hello outlaws, hello campers, it's Jack. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to I think this is part 4. It's got to be by now. Part 4 of the 10 item suburban camping challenge. Suggested to me by my good friends at Northern Limits Bushcraft and Survival. Once again, now you may have watched all the other 3 videos in this series on my channel and still have no clue what I'm doing. So if you don't, go down in the description, find the links to the Northern Limits 10 Item Frontiersman Challenge videos and watch those. It'll definitely explain a lot more about what I'm doing and why I'm bothering to put myself through this nightmare. It's really not that bad. I'm not sure what this video is going to be. I'm guessing it's probably just going to be the cooking of my food. Probably sitting around by the fire, maybe explaining a couple things I haven't explained yet, and then getting to sleep. It's getting pretty late right now. The sun has set. The bugs are still horrible. These mosquitoes, terrible. I honestly have completely given up. So what I'm doing here is the green stick I collected in my last video. Just kind of sharpening up a little bit so I can do some duck breast spearing. Ignore my somewhat less than faithful companions. I don't know what the fuck you're barking at, Sass. Don't matter. Conveniently, here come the geese. So, as I said in my last video, that kind of goes along with the reason I brought duck breast. I've got some fire going in here. Got my 2 green sticks. Yeah, well, we're going to be using this to get that duck breast ready. So here we go. Here's my duck breast. Yeah, my dogs are out here as usual. I don't know, man. Can you get sick from eating raw duck? Probably. So what? I really don't have a plan for this. I guess I'm going to spear it like this. We're going to have a huge grease fire, let me tell you. I don't know if you guys have ever cooked duck before, but yeah, it ain't gonna go the way I think it's gonna go, I'll tell you that. So there we go. I got one side speared. Let me get the other side speared here. Yeah, obviously I did not put enough thought into this. Whoa, don't want any burning plastic on there. Yeah, I guess I sharpened that stick up okay. So let's throw, you know, man alive. Yeah, how not to cook. I guess this could have been an episode of Outlaw Kitchen, but it's not. This is 10 item suburban camping challenge. Alright, so there we go. There's my duck breast on these 2 sticks. I'm just going to throw it on this rock because heat kills. Hopefully it's light enough out here. I don't even know. You guys stay away from that bag, you girls. I'm going to, with adobo spice, which I mentioned in my last video, just going to put a bunch of that on there. Yeah, look at the fat on there and the skin. Tell me that's not going to flame up and cause a nightmare. But, hey, what are you going to do, you know? Okay. Like that, I guess. I don't know. I'm going to need something to weigh this down. Hey, I got an idea. Yeah. All right. You know, I don't know if I said this in the last video. If I didn't, let me say it now. Don't do anything that I do. Hopefully I won't get, hopefully I won't die from eating this. If I didn't die from that horrible MRE, I'm not going to die from this. So pretty much, I'm just going to leave that like that over there, let that cook slowly, and then hopefully we'll be able to enjoy it. All right, so now, as I've explained previously, or at least I did in other videos, definitely the first one, if I haven't explained in this one, I will explain it now. The artificial light that I'm using is part of the camera equipment. I'm only using it so you can see what it is that I'm doing. It's not one of my items. It's not assisting me in the camping in any way. Just wanted to let you know that if you didn't know that already. Because headlamp and oh, look at that, man. I don't even know if you can see that. Hopefully you can with the aid of my artificial light. So again, headlamp and flashlight, whatever, headlamp and or flashlight are not part one of my 10 items. I'm just, you know, like I said, man, it's for filming purposes so you can see what's going on. I'd be able to see well enough to know that this duck is nowhere near done. Can you see this? You can see the flames on there, that duck fat. That's sizzling. That looks good. I have no idea what my dog's barking at. So that's what I'm going to be eating. I do have other food with me, but it's getting late. I mean, it's after 8 o'clock already. So I got to get this food in me and I got to get to bed. Man alive, look at that. This is going to be delicious. That's right. Use sticks from the smoke. Jesus. That's right. Use sticks from the fire to light your smokes. Don't waste your matches. So, my duck's cooking up. Like I said, I don't remember what I said, just because I got kind of excited about the duck cooking. It's about 10 minutes after 8. The temperature has fallen to 65 degrees. Very comfortable. It's not supposed to get much colder tonight, so I should be okay in my crappy shelter. Another thing I've learned from this is that I definitely should have started this whole thing a lot earlier during the day. Daylight. But this is my first time doing it, so yeah. And that's really just for filming purposes, as far as I should have started it earlier in the day. So we get some of that water. I know the whole water thing kind of fell to the wayside since I just got it from that Suburban water source. I did not boil it or anything like that. However, I'm still going to have to do something in the morning for breakfast, still with my 10 items, so we'll see. For someone who's so used to camping with, you know, pretty much an endless supply of beer or soda, iced tea, you know, whatever it is I drink, just drinking the regular water is a challenge in itself. Definitely the worst possible wood that I could be cooking on. You know, stuff I cut off of coniferous trees. That questionable piece of what I thought was some type of hardwood that I found on the golf course. You know, got to keep it challenge-wise. See, here we go. That's where the duck fat starts burning. I know this is a waste of a duck breast. You guys ever make marshmallows when you were a kid? I guess we're gonna call that a bark. You got a little bark on there. Okay, I'm gonna just gonna leave it here. Let it cook a little bit more, then we'll cut it open and see what it looks like. You know, I did say I was going to explain a couple things. The notebook that I brought with me, the notebook and the pen, the only thing I've used it for so far was to take the pen apart and use it as a bellows. Not its intended purpose, but that's what happened. The reason I brought that is because, you know, I would definitely forego the beer. I will tell you that. If I did not bring the notebook with the writing implement, which is a pen in this case, I would have brought a book. Because if I'm out camping, I want some form of entertainment, you know, something that, like, a book doesn't take away from me being out by a fire, relaxing and reading the way that, like, a movie would, or, you know, I don't want to say music. Music would probably add to it. But that's why I brought the notebook. I mean, in addition to being able to write, you know, my last will and testament, in case I die out here, I could leave a note, you know, if I was in a survival situation, you know, so people could find me or something, you know, like that. I could have used the paper to start a fire. Probably, you know, would have been cheating. I don't know. But mostly it's for entertainment. You guys know, I mean, you've been watching my videos. I've been talking to you. I talk to myself. You know, instead of reading other people's stories, I could read my own stories. I can write my own stories down and then read them, because then I'm reading exactly what I want to read. So that's pretty much the whole reason for the notebook and the pen, which I didn't explain. I would definitely bring it again because, like I said, it has more than one use. One item, several uses. Again, sorry for the Dutch angles. Oh yeah, definitely time, because look at this. One of my sticks broke off. So I'm just gonna get that off of there. Yeah, I don't have a fork, a plate, anything like that. At this point, it doesn't matter. Getting the knife out. Let's see what this looks like inside. Yeah. Okay, this stick, useless. Throw it in the fire. Man alive. Is there a bone in here? I thought it was boneless. Alright, you know what? I think we're in good shape. Oh yeah, we are definitely in good shape. That's done. I'm going to give this a shot. There's a little bit of stick left in there. But I'm going to try this, and hopefully it's going to be delicious. Let's see. Oh my God. Holy shit. This is amazing. Here's another cheat. This table, which I only brought out for the purpose of my artificial light and filming, I would not normally have. I'll tell you, this duck breast, it's done, it's cooked, it's so good. Oh my God. Again, what do I wipe the knife off with? Do I use my schmog? Probably not, because I'm going to sleep with that. Although, my clothes, you know, I'm going to be sleeping on those. This is definitely not something I would be doing in bear country, I'll tell you that. whatever I do, it's going to be wrong. Just want to get a little lime and see how that's going to work on this duck. And you know what? I was right. There is a bone in here. Gonna squeeze a little lime on here. Tell you what, if I had to pick an item as far as, you know, if I was going out to get my own food, couldn't bring food, I would bring a lime instead of a beer. Oh, I got it. It makes it even better. You know, because I use it on that corn. I'm using it on this duck. This is great. Yeah. I really didn't think there was a bone in here, but there is, obviously. This is delicious. I'm pretty sure if I had hunted or, you know, stalked a goose or whatever, it'd be good, but it wouldn't be this good. Actually, this bone makes it pretty handy. I guess I should have prepared this a little bit before I decided to cook it, but I didn't. What are you gonna do? Okay, so tell you what I'm gonna do. Wow, man, it's so good. I'm gonna sit here by my what's left of my fire. Eat this. Drink some water, just kind of hang out, probably start writing my manifesto since I got that notebook, and just kind of relax for a little bit, because even though this is a, you know, challenge type video, it's still camping, and it's still all about having fun. I mean, you guys already know I'm enjoying this way more than anybody should be. So you don't need to watch anymore. Oh my God, it's so good. Okay, girls. There's some duck for you. There's some duck for you. Yeah. Don't get excited. I'm not taking my pants off. I'm just going to take off the knife off my belt, because there's no way I'm going to be able to sleep with this thing on. Yeah. One thing I'm going to mention as far as my 10 items, I think one thing I would forgo is definitely the beer. And replace it with something more useful. What? I don't know. I'm just saying that, although, you know, like the girlfriend said with the cigarettes, yeah, so there's 20 in a pack. Is that 20 items or is it just one item? And I counted it as one item. So could I count a 6-pack of beer as one item? Or would I have to count it as 6 items? I don't know. I'm having a really tough time getting my belt back in this belt loop here. But the reason I say that about the beer is, you know, one was good. It was great to have, but I'd rather have 6 just because, you know, this is something I learned a long time ago. Man, if I had to think about it, it would have to be at least 30 years ago. Definitely 30 years ago. That was probably the point where we were camping. And, you know, we didn't have, like, sleeping pads. Maybe they existed back then. If they did, we didn't know about them, and we wouldn't have been able to afford them. Air mattresses, that wasn't, you know, that was something you put in your pool or floated down in a lake on. So pretty much what we learned was that you got to make sure you got enough alcohol to drink so you can get drunk enough to be able to sleep on the ground, because much like I'm going to do in just a few moments, that's what we did. You know, we just had a sleeping bag, and it was on, if we had a tent, it was just a sleeping bag on the floor of that tent right on the ground. You know, we've come a long way. So Hey, look at that, man. There's some flames. So, yeah. That's the thing with the beer. But like I said, man, I'm going to do a recap of all this. Pretty much, I'm just going to, you know what? Since I got them, I might as well smoke one more cigarette while I enjoy what I got in my fire here. Tell you, tomorrow morning is going to be interesting. Tonight is going to be interesting. Oh man, just sitting on this ground, this is not going to be good. I'm also realizing there's one of the grommets, at least I think it's a grommet. No, it's not. It's a stick. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to this. I don't have a pillow. You know, if it was cooler out, I would probably have a sweatshirt that I would take off and use as a pillow. So my schmog here, which I counted as an article of clothing, that's gonna be my pillow. See if I can get into this thing. Okay. Oh yeah, obviously I should mention, I do have my glasses on. I took my contacts out. You know, not an item. If it was an issue between glasses and contacts or whatever, as far as what's an item or not, I would just wear my glasses. So I'm going to set those in my shoe. And, oh boy, already this is really not comfortable. But, hey man, this is my choice. Sorry guys, I'm going to climb in here. One of these days I'll figure out how the night lapse thing works on this GoPro, if it does or not. I really want to just make sure I got enough battery for the morning. And for, you know, whatever happens. That's going to be horrible in the middle of the night. Okay. The ground is a lot more comfortable than I remember it being. So, unless anything happens during the night, you'll see me in the morning. I can't really feel my legs or my arms. Is it possible for your face to fall asleep? Whew. I hear rain. Again. Get out of this thing. Haha, bugs. You didn't get to me. Hey, there I am. Well, it's morning. Oh, man. You know, I'm definitely too old for this no air pad, air mattress thing. I'll tell you that. This would have been a lot worse if I was wet. It looks like this shelter held up all right. Yeah. This ground it's awful. I don't know if you can see me. Or the bugs buzzing around already. Somehow this stayed up. We'll get out and take a look at it. Well, for better or worse, I survived the night. It started raining pretty early this morning, about 5 o'clock. It was still dark when it started raining, and I'm like, well, let me see how dry I stay. And I stayed pretty dry. I mean, I am dry. I was a little warm, but not bad, not bad. Would I want to stay in this type of shelter for more than a night? Hell no. My stuff seems like it stayed dry over here. Let me set you over here. I'm gonna get my hat on, and my morning, I can't have my morning cigarette because I have nothing to light it with. All right, let me get out of this. Some rain on the old tarp thing here, and a little bit of rain coming in here. But and there's Sassy, of course. Not one of my 10 items. For all the messing around I did with this shelter, and as ghetto as it was, it kept me dry, man. So all my bones hurt, my back. I mean, I don't feel that bad. I don't feel that good either. But yeah, it started raining early this morning, before dawn, and I just said I'm staying. I got up, I had to pee, save you guys trouble watching that, and it wasn't raining, so I went back in there, went to sleep, and yeah, stayed dry until I woke up. And I don't know about the fire here. I can't really, once again, don't do anything I do. Always check for heat with the back of your hand. I might be able to get something going. I didn't bring any food for breakfast or anything like that because I pretty much planned on just packing up and evacuating. I think I might try and make a cup of coffee though, see if I can get a little fire going, and have some coffee and a cigarette before I pack up here. The sky is dull and hypothetical, like Gord said, and the bugs are coming out. If it was a nicer day, I really think I could stay out here some more. So yeah, let me see what I can do about a fire and try and make some coffee. And the 10 item suburban camping challenge will continue. I'll tell you, as far as that next fire mentality, I didn't have it. Went and got some sticks down here. I'm gonna have to process up if I want some coffee or a cigarette. And I think the rain's really gonna come in, but it's not right now. So I'm gonna see if I can, what I can get going here, and give it a shot. So let's see. May have to rethink the building of this here. Let's get some more of this powdered stuff on here. I have faith. Worked really well yesterday. There we go. I had a little flame. It's enough to not discourage me. This jute twine should definitely be more frayed up. That's the problem. All right, let me do that. See if this made any difference. I was just about to say, I think I need a different tinder source. Let's get a couple of these little curls here to take off. I tried to find the driest sticks that I could. These are not dry at all. You know, I know I said before, and everybody else has said it too, like those Northern Limits guys, fire 90% preparation. And if I had been smart, I would have had all this ready last night before I got into the situation that I'm in right now. See, I just blew it out. All right, round whatever. Yeah. Definitely gonna need a new ferro rod after this. All right. Oh, see, almost. Problem is, this stuff's getting wetter as the seconds go by. Look at what I've done to this ferro rod. Huh. She's almost dead. About to fall out of the handle. Yep, there we go. Unbelievable. Alright, so as the rain is really coming down and the bugs are out, I've taken shelter under my, well, I guess you could call it shelter. This thing, wouldn't say it's useless. It can't be, because that's all I've got. All the wood that I collected is now wet. But I brought this one in here. Maybe I can process this a little bit under shelter. I'm still going to try. I'm not giving up yet. I'm really not having fun. I mean, I will be at some point. You know, you want to get, even though this wood's wet, if you get into the core of the wood, it'll be dry. This stuff, you know, I don't really know how this is going to work. But, okay, at least I know I got something that's kind of dry. The other thing I'm going to do, I got to find my jute twine here. I got to figure out where I put it. God damn. Alright, hey, my saw. Ah, see? Hey, you know what? Alright. I threatened this before. I'm gonna make myself a little sort of vessel here to hold this stuff, because maybe under here in the shelter I can get a spark to take, and then I can bring it over to the fire. I have to find that jute twine. I mean, I honestly cannot believe, here it is, man alive. So now I'm just gonna, a little piece off here. Whoa, just knocked the camera. And like I said, hopefully you can see. Just gonna use a knife here, fray this. Get it fine as I can. I hear the rain is starting to die. There's no reason why this should not take a spark. Let's mix it in with my shavings. Yeah, see, there's still some resin stuck to my fingers. Okay, that's definitely not enough for my purposes. I'm gonna make some more shavings here. I just want to see if this is gonna work before I go any further. You probably should not try and start a fire in your shelter like this. Again, don't do anything I do. I don't understand why this stuff took a spark yesterday and won't today. Is it the dampness? That's all I could think of. Alright, I think there's something in there. Well, this might be something, guys. Might be just enough. Let's see. Come on, don't go out. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I don't have enough kindling, tinder, whatever you want to call it. But I got a flame, and just seeing that tiny flame gives me hope. Those horribly wet sticks. Even this right in the rain paper is a nightmare. I don't know. Were I in a survival situation or actually camping or something like that, I'd like to think that I'd definitely be more prepared. But I'm going to try and continue on with this just to see what would happen if I wasn't prepared. That's part of the fun of this, I guess. I mean, there's some smoke. How's my Ferro Rod? Okay, see, I see an ember in there. Need better tinder. Man, I don't know what's sparking in there. It may be that right in the rain paper. Something smoldering. I've tried all my cheats. I've learned a lot. Namely that when it's raining and everything's wet, I cannot get a fire going with my stuff. I mean, I don't know what this paper is made out of. Look at it. I mean, nothing's happening. I feel like I can't give up though. I'm gonna have to go collect some resources. I'm gonna have to find more sap or something. I gotta figure something out here. So yeah, very, very important, guys. If you haven't figured it out by now, make sure you got everything ready when you have the time to do it. Don't end up like me, waiting like this. Again, you know, it's all about the illusion of challenge. And
you know, I'm not ready to give up on that yet. All right, after spending far too long on something that I should have already had done, you know, speaking of things I've learned, you know, I said fire should have been number one, and next time I do this or any of this, fire is definitely going to be number one. I don't care about anything else. Fire is going to be number one. Then I'll go with water or shelter. Sassy's over here inspecting the materials that I have gathered. Some pine needles, some dry wood and everything. You got to get out of that pile, dog. Yeah, you're not one of my 10 items. I found some nice pockets of, see, she's just gonna sit right in it. She don't care. I found, there's a nice bug here. Get rid of that before she eats it. I found some pockets of sap, some more resin. If I can't get a fire going with this stuff, then, yep, I'm gonna quit. So, let's see what I can do. Okay, one nice thing, the rain has stopped. This stuff is probably the only dry anything that I have. I'm just gonna set it back here. I mean, you know, the dry stuff in my shelter, but you know, had I taken care of this stuff, yeah, whatever, man, whatever. Let's get a fire going here. All right, let me gather some things. All right, these are an old favorite here, these pine needles, old Pollock favorite. We used to use these all the time camping. I'll throw some of those in there, some of this dry stuff. Here's this weird ass sap bundle or whatever. I got some more of this this resin block. You know, I'm thinking if I get a flame, this should take the flame and then hold it, so I'm gonna save it for that. Yeah, that's just my girlfriend up there talking on the phone to somebody. So ignore that. Again, this is, you know, still the bowels of the suburbs of Central New York. So, just in case this actually works, I'm gonna grab a couple more pieces of that dry stuff from in here. Well, you know, I say dry, but it ain't gonna stay dry for long. All right. Here we go. You gotta be kidding me. Unbelievable. See what that preparation does? Okay, we're gonna see, will this take a flame? It'll smoke. That's getting hot. Hopefully it'll melt and soak into some stuff and actually burn. That little resin or whatever sap ball that I have in there is melting, soaking into the rest of my tinder and keeping a flame. So I'm gonna run right over here to this tree where there's a bunch of it. Just, well, should be using my knife. I just don't have it on me. I think I pretty much yeah, man, I think I raped this tree. All right, well, whatever. I got a little bit. I got some flame. This might actually work. Finally. Before these things soak up all the moisture in the universe. You gotta be kidding me. This is unbelievable. It smells great too, I'll tell you that. I mean, I'm not being sarcastic. It's like, you know. Yeah, man, that's the smell of victory. I mean, you know, I know that's overused, but it is. At least for me. I don't want to choke this out, as I have a habit of doing. We might be on to something, kids. Preparation. Glad I didn't give up. I don't want to speak too soon, though. I finally got a fire, and it's going. So, you know what? I'm gonna have me a cigarette. I think I deserve one. Outlaw Camp, where the ridiculous knows no bounds. I was just thinking, I could have just taken one of these cigarettes apart, and the paper, the cigarette paper, I could have used as a tinder. It would have been like a flash tinder, but I could have done that. I didn't. At least I didn't have to. I probably could have also tried that filter thing to see how that would work. I'm glad I didn't do that, though. Alright, I'm gonna try and get this fire established, because I'm still gonna try this coffee thing. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. It's been a hell of a morning, I'll tell you that. Looks like the rain's stopping for a little while. Alright, it's actually gotten warm enough to take my shirt off here. Coffee, some whitener. And I guess I'll just put these in my pocket so I can find them. Let's see. Yeah, no ordinary human knows how to work one of these cups. It's alright. Of course there's no measurements on here, so I don't know how much water I need. Just try and wash some of the dirty stuff out from my hands. I'm leaving today, so I'm not really worried. That looks like a good amount. Let me put the cap on, though. They're good enough. Hey, there goes Lacey. I totally forgot she was out here. That's how into this ridiculousness I was. Alright, so I'm going to let that sit for a little bit, and then probably I got to figure out, you know, let's see how this works. Just like this. I've never used this cup like this before. Hopefully it's not made out of anything that will kill me once it, you know, cooks up and heats up or whatever. But I'm also going to have to drink out of this too, so this is going to be real interesting. This seems like a better, you know, I don't know. Right here where I had it is probably good. I don't need it to boil. I just need it to get warm enough to make some coffee. So I'm going to get my coffee in here, or attempt to. Jesus. Oh, that looks delicious, don't it? That's my garbage pile. These are just Folgers instant coffee crystals. Okay, yeah, that's good. Whoa, you can see that. That's sizzling. So obviously I'm gonna have to let that cool off. I'll tell you what, these packets don't open for shit. Okay, there we go. You know, just use this to stir it up with. Yeah, see, that's hot. It's gonna be way too hot to drink. I should have had another vessel to drink my coffee out of. You know what? I do. Next ridiculous thing I'm gonna do. You guys remember that beer can I said I was gonna get shit for because it could be used as another item? Well, I'm going to do exactly that. Try and rinse some of the old beer out of it. Alright, doesn't smell that bad. I'm going to just twist this over like this. You know, I really thought about bringing like a multi-tool with me instead of a knife, but I didn't. I thought that'd be going a little too far. I don't want to cut my face off with this, so. But if I had that multi-tool, you know, I'd have those pliers, and I could definitely make this safer to drink out of. Yep, that's good enough. Still smells like beer, though. Ooh, stay hydrated in all climates. Yeah, as I'm about to drink some coffee, which I believe dehydrates you. Okay. I'm not a complete savage. I do have some coffee whitener. I'd drink it black if I had to, but I'm not gonna. I don't even know how much I need. I don't use this stuff on the regular. Wow, well, that handle's cool. Oh my god. Believe it or not, this doesn't look that bad. Whoa, that's hot though. Let me show you. That really doesn't look that bad. Alright, that worked. Coffee's still pretty warm. Where's my drinking part? Okay, let's try this coffee. Take this hat off. I'm sweating, man. Sure, I look beautiful. Doesn't matter. You guys aren't here for my looks. Surprisingly, not the worst cup of coffee I've ever had. I'm being very careful because I do not want to cut my face on this. You know what? Now that this thing's cooled off, try and get some of the ash out of there. Save that. Put my garbage in it. Oh yeah, man. That's not bad. I think I put a little too much of the whitener in it. The creamer, whatever you want to call it. I have no idea what my dog's barking at. Have I yelled at the dogs yet in this video? Or in this whole series? I don't think I have. Lacey! Hey! Shut it! That's enough. There's nothing there. Lacey, it's a golf cart. Laces, that's enough. It's a golfer and a golf cart. Stop it. Lacey, shut it. She's gonna get the last word in anyway. That was a misadventure. And it's also gone on probably as long as it needs to go on for. So, once again, I know the smoke's blowing in front of the camera. Whatever, man. Ambiance. Special effects. This may actually turn out to be an alright day. Okay, so anyway, thank you everyone for joining me. As usual, I'm really glad you guys came here to check out for this whole 10-item suburban camping challenge. I'd like to especially thank Grazy, Callum, and James over in England at Northern Limits Bushcraft and Survival. You know, I said this whole idea came from Grazy, or at least getting it to me. If you can hear my girlfriend laughing in the background, she's not laughing at me. She's laughing to whoever she's been on the phone with for like 2 hours. I don't think I could have a conversation with an actual person for 2 hours. I could sit here for, 20 hours, talk to this camera, talk to myself, but not an actual person in person. But anyway, like I said, thanks for joining me. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. If you like this kind of thing, even if you don't subscribe anyway, and then you can, just attack me in future installments. But yeah, man, I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm probably gonna have a recap video on this. Go through, what I learned and all that stuff. That'll be fun. You guys could join me for that. So stay tuned for that one. But for right now, that dog. But for right now, this is the end of this episode. Once again, thank you for joining me. Make sure you subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell your enemies. It's Outlaw Camp, man. Expatriates are welcome. There's cold beer, at least one. And there's never, ever any extradition. Thank you again. I'll see all you guys in the next Outlaw Camp misadventure.